Are you struggling to attract your ideal clients as a healer? Are you making the same mistake that so many other healers make by listing all your certification and the kinds of healing that you do? In today's broadcast, I'll explain why this strategy is failing you and what to do instead. You will discover that figuring out your unique selling proposition, or USP, will help you shine in the crowded field of healing. You'll also hear about what could go on your bio page instead of a list of credentials. This is the second most viewed page on any website, and it's important what's on there. Stay tuned to learn what to take into consideration in marketing yourself and create your unique selling proposition based on your history, your story, or your desires. Welcome to Physics-Powered Healing, where we bridge the gap between science and spirituality, transforming skepticism into belief. If you've ever felt misunderstood or undervalued for your healing gifts, this is the place for you. Unlike most healing podcasts out there, we believe integrating quantum physics with energy healing is essential to achieving profound and long-lasting transformation in your healing practice. Join me, Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, a physicist turned energy healer, to explore the scientific underpinnings of energy healing and make the mystical measurable. Welcome back. When I first discovered that I could heal as a physicist, I felt like I was someone with a secret identity. I didn't want to let the two worlds collide. I talked like every other healer on the planet, using woo words and not mentioning my background as a physicist. I felt like a walking oxymoron. Science and energy healing seemed at odds with one another. Then one day, one friend asked me why I was hiding my background as a scientist. My understanding of healing was unique and had depth to it. It was my research skills and depth of scientific understanding that helped me become my first success story out of chronic illness. I'm also a lifelong student, allowing me to put on my scientist glasses as I studied many modalities of healing and began to develop my own take on what energy healing is and how to make it longer lasting. I then came out of the closet, so to speak. When other healers discovered I knew quantum physics and even taught it at the university level, other healers asked me to teach them the connection. I filled my programs by speaking about this. This gives me a unique story and perspective that resonated deeply with my clients and students. Your story is just as powerful, and today I'll help you uncover it. The first step is defining your unique approach, how to stand out in a crowd of sameness. Many healers struggle because they appear too similar to others. Your unique background and journey are what set you apart. Are you trained in craniosacral therapy, Reiki, touch for health, or emotion code, or even all of them? What makes you different from anyone else with these modalities? Why did you choose these trainings? Why not choose to learn how to market yourself? I, too, was under the deluded belief that I just had to say I was a healer and people would line up. This did not happen. Your biography is an important part of your marketing, not to be forgotten. You need it for your website, for your talks, for your client enrollment, for your podcasts, etc. It lends credibility and heart to your enrolling process. Your story includes the components that are relative to your product. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not a full biography. People don't want to know that, but a narrative that highlights the defining moment that led you into healing. It can be just a couple of sentences or longer if it's necessary. Start by writing your story in this context. Focus on the epiphany or defining event that led you into healing. The type of healing, what you heal, and why you care about this. Include what is different about you than others. When you are interviewed by others and asked what you do, you'll need different length bios. I always start with a 200-word bio and then trim it down to 150 and 25 words for different platforms. Keep this in a file on your computer. Second step, add bits and pieces of your story that make you stand out. Let's start with the defining event that led you to healing. Could be a personal health crisis or a significant life change. It could be you battled a serious illness. You were told you wouldn't survive, walk again, or have to live seriously impaired, but you emerge successfully. This personal journey can resonate deeply with others facing similar challenges. You may not have suffered any of these, but maybe you come from a family of healers and love helping others when no one else can. You can look to other famous healers such as Barbara Ann Brennan, who was able to see auric colors and connected what she was seeing to what others were experiencing. Or perhaps Judith Orloff, who had a very out-of-body experience while going through what should have been a deadly car crash. There is something in your life that led you to healing. What was it? What was happening in your life before you were a healer? What were the key moments that led you to decide to do this? Your distinction could also be your background, such as transitioning from a corporate career to healing, which brings a unique perspective and skill set to your practice. What is your big driver? Imagine getting well is like crossing a bridge. What steps will it take to get to the other side? You can ask yourself other questions such as, what is your age group, gender, specific issue, your income, where do you spend time, what do you read, where do you shop, what were your interests before you started down this journey? This can help you define your unique self and your unique selling point. If you are still stuck, and I know this takes a long time to define, you can ask for help from Claude AI or ChatGPT by giving it a prompt such as, I'm an energy healer. In the healing niche, I support people struggling with, for example, pain or insomnia. What are 5 questions you could ask me when, if you had the answers, you would be set up for success when I send my requests for blog or advertising content? Step 3, identifying your unique selling proposition. Your USP could be a unique process you've developed, a particular demographic you serve, or a specific problem you solve. Look to who your favorite clients are. What are the common issues that people come to you for? And once you solve it for a client, it makes your heart sing. You could be attracting many people with similar issues for a period of time. For example, I attracted people that wanted help with their relationships. It could be you love helping women with their fertility, or are passionate about helping people with their migraines or depression. There could be a personal component to it. For example, combining emotion code with craniosacral therapy to address both the emotional and physical traumas. Sometimes your uniqueness stems from necessity, such as developing a new healing approach after an injury was untreatable by traditional medicine. One of my friends, Dr. Ted Corin, was in a car accident and unable to practice chiropractic because of how he was left. His hands were not functioning anymore. He developed a new methodology that he calls the Corin-specific technique to release trauma out of the body. He became well and taught this powerful method to hundreds, if not thousands, of other chiropractors and healers. I know firsthand it works because he released a head trauma from me that caused years of headaches. Never mind the thousands of success stories this modality has produced. As for me, my unique approach is combining science and spirituality to create a systematic scientific approach to energy healing that anyone can follow and perform. I noticed that it sped up the process and created longer-lasting results. I teach the science of healing as well as the healing. Like Ted, I develop my own protocols that are responsible for medical miracles for both me and my students. They get them too. You've got your own approach. Create a list of what you do, why you do it, and what led you to it. Focus on what you want to heal to be able to sell yourself uniquely. The fastest way to define yourself is to journal. And then you can put what you discover about yourself into ChatGPT or other AI to help you define who you serve, what you help them with, what your before and after is, and how you deliver what you offer, and some testimonials. You don't need to worry about being too narrowly defined. People that need you will find you, especially if you are open to welcoming them in. Your list of certification needn't be up front and center because most of us healers have learned many modalities. The average person has no idea what these are, what it means, and don't really pay attention to the details. They just want to know that you can get the job done. Alternatively, you can simply say that you are passionate about helping people with your specialty, whatever that is, and that you've studied a variety of methods to ensure you are prepared for any issue or eventuality that might arise. That's the end of today's broadcast. After you've received value from listening, please give it a thumbs up or 5-star rating and share it with your friends that could use the help. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to not miss the next episode where I'll dive into the power of words, their vibrational frequency, and how to use this knowledge to lead to greater success with your life and your healing results. Until then, I invite you to download my free guide for creating your compelling bio. This is especially helpful for all you healers and empaths to say what you do with confidence to attract your ideal clients. Go to healersu.com/bio, B-I-O, to download right now. Thank you for tuning in to Physics-Powered Healing. You'll find resources and show notes on our website at physicspoweredhealing.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, sending you golden healing light and success vibes on your journey to becoming a powerful, confident healer or empath. Remember, your healing gifts are so needed in this world.